صلى الله عليه وسلم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله الأمين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Among the things that the Prophet ﷺ used to make dua when in times of grief or anxiety, when in times of things worrying him, he used to say ﷺ this beautiful dua.
اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن والعجز والكسل والبخل والجبن وضلع الدين وغلبة الرجال.
O Allah, I take refuge in you from anxiety and sorrow, al-ham wal-huzn. In another translation, al-ham is what's coming in the future. So this is what worries you. Al-huzn is the grief that already over something that has passed. Also, he used to seek refuge in Allah Azza wa Jal from weakness and laziness. And maybe this is not the appropriate translation, because he used to seek refuge in Allah from al-ajz wal-kasal. Al-ajz, incapacity, inability. Kasal is laziness. So al-ajz is when I want to do something, but I'm incapacitated. I'm unable to do this. I do not have the ability, but I want to. Laziness is the other way around. I do have the ability, but I have no interest in that. And also, the Prophet used to seek refuge in Allah from miserliness and cowardice. And of course, not being able to give in the cause of Allah, and to be afraid from executing the religion of Allah Azza wa Jal is a deficiency. And he used to seek refuge in Allah from the burden of debts and from being overpowered by men. And debts, things that worry you day and night, and it's a burden that you carry over your shoulder until you can pay them off. And also to be overpowered by men when you cannot do anything, but they collaborate upon you, they imprison you, they falsely accuse you, and the whole community believes them, and you can't do anything, and only Allah knows the truth. This is when you feel distressed, you feel depressed, and this is the most time you need Allah Azza wa Jal to come to your rescue and to help you. Moving on to the following chapter, what we say in distress, which is similar. Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, used to say that the Prophet ﷺ used to say these words when he is distressed.
لا إله إلا الله العظيم الحليم لا إله إلا الله رب العرش العظيم لا إله إلا الله رب السماوات ورب الأرض ورب العرش الكريم.
None has the right to be worshipped except you. Now imagine a person under great amount of distress, being oppressed, being wronged, being falsely accused, and feeling helpless. What to do? You have no other choice but to turn to Allah. Listen to these beautiful words. The Prophet used to say, alayhi salatu wasalam, La ilaha illallah al-azim al-halim. None has the right to be worshipped except Allah, the Supreme, the most forbearing. None has the right to be worshipped except Allah, Lord of the magnificent throne. None has the right to be worshipped except Allah, Lord of the heavens, Lord of the earth, and Lord of the noble throne. Come on, what am I doing? I'm in distress. I'm in deep depression. I don't know what to do. I feel helpless. Well, by saying these words and acknowledging that your Lord is Allah the Almighty, who's praised by such attributes, who's glorified by such description, throws a lot of tranquility in your heart, a lot of peace. As long as I acknowledge that Allah is controlling everything in this universe, I'm in good hands. Exactly as I believe that after the darkness of the night, dawn will break. This is how I feel whenever there is a calamity, whenever I'm in the midst of tribulations. I know that there will come an end to this, and Allah Azza wa Jal would take care of me. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ used to also ask Allah Azza wa Jal to say, he used to ask Allah Azza wa Jal by saying this beautiful dua.
اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين وأصلح لي شأني كله لا إله إلا أنت.
O Allah, it is your mercy that I hope for. Allahumma rahmataka arju. It is your mercy that I hope for, so do not leave me in charge of my affairs, even for a blink of an eye, and rectify for me all of my affairs. None has the right to be worshipped except you. This hadith we've already explained in hadith number 88. So I will not reinvent the wheel and repeat my explanation again, but these beautiful words expand your chest, fills it up with tranquility and peace, and throws away whatever distress or depression or anxiety or worries you have in them. Likewise, a beautiful dua that Prophet Yunus said while he was in the belly of the whale. Everybody knows this dua.
لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين.
None has the right to be worshipped except you. How perfect you are, or praise or glory be to you. Verily, I was among the wrongdoers. That's it. What dua is included in there? It is praising Allah. It is confessing of your guilt and that you were among the wrongdoers. And it is acknowledging that there is nobody who is worthy of being worshipped except Allah the Almighty. So by glorifying Him and admitting that I was among the wrongdoers, Allah knows my case. And this is my plea. And this is how I ask Allah for help and assistance. No one says this dua except, as in the authentic hadith, the Prophet says, except Allah would relieve him from his worries and from his sorrow and grief. So say it as many times as you can during the day and the night, and you will fill your heart with peace and tranquility. This is all the time we have. Until we meet next time, I leave you fi amanillah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
صلى الله على محمد صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم